welcome to a game of Dota 2. You're watching StarSeries Season 7, Day 24, Game 4 of 6 today. Empire taking on Power Rangers, two of the teams that are actually still doing really well in StarSeries. Empire played 11 games thus far, Power Rangers played 12 games, and, well, Power Rangers has got 5 losses, so they're doing not as well as Empire, who only has 3 losses, but Empire definitely still has a chance to go to Kiev. Power Rangers, maybe not as much, but they still want to prove that they are belonging here in the top of the StarSeries, and perhaps hope that one of the teams is not able to go, and therefore they still can go. That's of course still an option. And of course, by the way, I'm not alone. I'm not alone indeed. Joined by Capitalist. Welcome back.
5 seconds remaining.
So, they just finished.
Reserve time.
They literally finished before Tree was banned out by Team Empire.
I just don't know what to say. I'm really hoping that there's not going to be a remake after the draft. Otherwise, you know, stupid.
It was all for nothing.
Because it was a fun game too.
Whatever. It's all part of my secret plan against Ubel anyway. So I made sure you couldn't see the victory. You couldn't see the throne blowing up. So
that's gonna be the
Ubel's
first.
their victory never happened.
It's gonna be the first throne that you don't see exploding on my YouTube channel from all the games in StarSeries group stages. How about that?
Nope.
Well, we're gonna see it though. Empire taking their time here for this draft. They ban out indeed the tree. Io and Darkseer still in the pool or not Darkseer, but I mean Batrider of course. Darkseer was the one that got banned out for Power Rangers, and Empire still banning out the Io. Taking some time to think about that one though. We'll see if they ban out the Batrider in the last one here now for Power Rangers. Nagasai.
Yep, and I was about to say whoever it's going to be a choice between Batrider and Naga Siren, and whether or not you actually want to leave that out into the pool. And Power Rangers banning away the Naga Siren, even though Team Empire has first pick, and they're going to take the Batrider. I think Naga Siren would have been a really good support pickup against that Batrider for Power Rangers. I'm really surprised. I thought they would have left that in the pool, or either that or banned out Batrider entirely. But apparently they don't want to deal with that. Now they have to think about what strong 1-2 punch are they going to go for here, after they've given away a very, very strong disabler / jungler in Batrider.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see an Abaddon picked up, because that's also a counter towards the Batrider, of course. The moment that someone gets a lasso on him, put a shield on him, and the lasso will vanish. Also, a hero that Power Rangers has really loved lately and gets banned out against them, actually, is a Bounty Hunter. Power Rangers has been a team that's been fighting all over the place, and as long as there's a Bounty Hunter, you're going to be getting ahead because of the trades and, you know, the track gold. But they end up going for the OD. Of course, a Visage is still in the pool if they want to go for something like that. But we'll see. OD still there. And of course, there's still plenty of counters for Empire to pick up against that OD. I mean, we still have a Razor in the pool. And there's even more than just a Razor. So even the 2 bans that Power Rangers has cannot ban out all the counters against the OD. We'll see what Empire goes for against that. Of course, Power Rangers still picking up 1 hero before going into the next banning phase, after of course Empire did their last pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Yep,
5 seconds
OD,
remaining.
no surprise that Power Rangers is picking that up, and now Visage, best support in the pool left, now that Naga Siren's banned out. So we've got some good control now with both the OD and the Visage Birds later on in the game. You've got a little bit of stun there to be able to help out against the Batrider. Especially that in prison, whether you choose the Batrider or if he's out of range, sometimes you just have to save your ally some pain and imprison him. Either way, it's going to help, really help versus the Batrider. It's a good mid overall. In Team Empire, they have to choose whether they want to pick up whatever mid they want to go up against OD right now, or if they take the chance that it will be banned out in the next banning phase. You got 2 heroes to be taken away, so if they want to pick up a Kunkka, you know, get a lot of team fight with the Batrider, because they work really well together, and the fact that Batrider grabbing a hero and pulling him back forces the enemy team to respond. You either give away that hero and have a free kill, or you actually try and mount some sort of response, and you end up grouping up because of it, because you're chasing the Batrider, you're trying to get to him, to stun him, and that sort of thing. And that'll allow Kunkka to be able to initiate with the boat, and with the torrent. Maybe we'll see a Razor pickup. maybe we'll see something like a Viper. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we're going to have 2 bans coming the way.
10 seconds.
Power Rangers, and that's going to really take away from Team Empire's
5 seconds remaining.
ability to lane up against the OD.
Yeah, did you have your microphone on inside the game
Reserve
client?
time.
I don't. I literally just checked it. So,
Radiant
bug.
team
It's
banned.
bugged.
So turn it on and off, and I will tell people that if you can't hear Capitalist after the things that I'm saying right now, then you should toggle to a different broadcaster, toggle to Russian and toggle back, and then you should be able to hear him just fine. As Empire counters Power Rangers' bounty hunter still, I was talking about that earlier, gets removed from the pool.
5 seconds.
Empire making sure that Cheshire Cat is forced to play something else this game. We've got a Chen removal for Empire. And of course, I mean, I already am fearing for Power Rangers because if Bat Rider gets himself a Blink Dagger, Life Stealer, Bat Rider Bomb is going to be pretty damn painful. And it's actually Empire that bans out the Razor, which is interesting since they would be the one to maybe want to pick it up, considering they are the team that's up against the OD. But interesting choice there. Perhaps that means that they're only aiming to have that Life Stealer as their core, still having a different mid, something like a Kunkka indeed, and then having the Life Stealer. I mean, Life Stealer as their main damage source, and if that is the case, then a Razor would of course be very good on Power Rangers, because that would mean that their main damage source, if it's only one, you can just drain him, and then all of a sudden Empire is like hitting like kittens. And that's nothing. Kittens are soft.
Yep, the Cheddar Chances taken away by Power Rangers. They don't want to have to deal. This may be a sign that they want to go aggressive try, just because while dual lanes with the jungler, there's an opportunity for you to pick off heroes. There's also a good chance that when the Chen and the Enchantress fully commit to defending their lane instead of trying to focus on jungling, they fully commit to trying to defend the lane. If they get something like you know, the Whirlwind Bird or something like that, you can very easily destroy an aggro try just with that sort of defensive damage. So Power Rangers taking away a lot of the junglers, don't want to allow Team Empire that extra advantage of golden experience, so they're going to full out go for a full out aggro lane is what I think they're really looking for. With the Nyx Assassin pickup, you've got double nuke and double disable coming out from the two of them, Impale and Mana Burn with the Grave Chill and Soul Assumption. Good combo. You throw in something like Gyrocopter, maybe an Alchemist even. Those lines, you can very easily wipe out one of those supports very, very quickly. The biggest problem, though, is they have a Lifestealer to be able to go up against, and that's really, really tough, because if the two supports sit far enough back, then you're not really going to have a way, because like, you can't really initiate on a Lifestealer
Team pick.
just in the chance that he actually...
Cap, where did you go?
Yes?
What? Is it back? You were
What?
just dropping away, just for the chance that you actually might be, and then all of a sudden it was silence, like, nah. Are you back?
Oh, man, Skype might be having issues.
Okay, well, you're sounding
We're so
normal.
far away, Sheever.
I
We're
know.
worlds apart.
I know.
Skype can't handle it.
Well, I like Clockwork indeed. I mean, even more options for Lifestealers to infest and hookshot themselves in for Empire.
5
It's a very safe hero as well, especially if there's going to be a lot of aggression coming off from Power Rangers. You put down those cogs and Power Rangers will have their whole plan ruined, most likely. I would like to see indeed an aggressive trialing coming off from Power Rangers as well. Still a lot of carries in the pool that could accommodate that, and they are ticking into their bonus time to decide probably either their carry or their offlane. I mean, Nature's Prophet is still in the pool, but as we have seen before, Cheshire Cat is kind of a player that likes to be able to have a hero that can make big plays. And Nature's Prophet, not really one of those. Nature's Prophet is more a farm hero and stuff like that. So Weaver might be a better option, that's for sure, but it could also be the one for the aggressive tri lane, so Power Rangers leaves it open for now.
Yeah, really good hero versus Lifestealer, and also a Lincoln's hero, so very good versus Bat Rider as well, and can go in the aggro try. What they need now is they already have the Weaver and the OD. Weaver counters the Lifestealer, and OD is a really good damage dealer for everyone else but the Lifestealer. They just need a very aggressive... If they go for the aggressive aggro try here, they need something that is really, really mid-game oriented. Some sort of heavy nuker / ganker. And honestly, I would say something like Clockwork for Power Rangers. Unfortunately, Team Empire has already taken that pick away from them. But they need something like that, some sort of initiator that is able to provide a distraction, also some potential nukes. And that can be either their safe lane, but also the advantage of doing an aggro try with your OD is not only you've put a lot of attention in that top lane, you could see where the supports are most of the time. If a support's missing and you're in an aggro try, you're going up against a defensive tri lane, and one of those supports are missing, you don't call it, you don't notice it, and they end up ganking mid, that's completely on you. Like, you should have complete knowledge of what's going on in the tri lane you're up against as an aggro try. So you make sure that the supports can't rotate out of lane, which frees up OD doesn't have to worry about ganks, but also you can also switch up. OD can be in the bottom safe lane if they pick up something that is completely designed to counter the OD in lane, something like a Razor. You can actually try and dodge it by putting OD in the safe lane and whatever last year they're going to pick up in the mid.
Yeah, we see a Timber as a ban for the last one for Empire, and
Radiant team.
right now, well, I have to say, if the Power Rangers pick, it has to be a very strong one, and I have to say, I don't really know which one they could still pick up, because Clockwork would indeed be ideal for them. Maybe a Klinks wouldn't be bad, but we haven't seen him in ages, and I'm not quite sure if I really like that up against what Empire has. I mean, Clockwork's still pretty good against the Klinks if you lock him in cogs. Can't really go anywhere, and the dust would be there, etc.
10
So,
seconds remaining.
well, their pick is going to be very important. It's going to be the make or break, I think, for their lineup. Because so far, Empire is just looking very strong. They've got themselves a Rubik, which is basically a support that can do everything.
Reserve time.
You can save support with that. Can go aggressive, counter-aggressive with him as well. Should something happen, should they have opportunities, Rubik is one to be able to, pun intended, capitalize on it. Oh, I said it. I haven't said it yet while playing with you, while casting with you, I think.
Dire team.
Hereby I said it. And Doom! I actually think that's a really good one, because then, I mean, I already talked about Lifestealer being, would have been countered by Eraser, that's why Empire banned it out, because they've got that one core. But Doom also, if you have one core, boom! Here's your Doom, as in the spell, Doom. I think it's nice, I think it's fun.
Yep, it was definitely a really good pickup. I think they originally were thinking about Timbersaw going up against the Lifestealer and the Clockwork, a really good laner, in either the mid or the safe lane that would be able to dominate the lane for the most part, and also be able to go into the mid game with a lot of nukes. So I think that was a smart ban by Team Empire, but Doom is just as strong, and in some cases you've got a couple of pros in that the fact that you can take away the feast away from Lifestealer, as you were talking about that hard carry Lifestealer. If you've only got one carry on your team, then Doom is going to be able to completely disable that, and there goes a lot of your damage. So they really need to... Team Empire, I think, is doing the right thing here with the Enigma pickup. They need some sort of big playmaker here and a lot more team fight. If they're going to be lacking on the Lifestealer, they need to be able to, one, be able to initiate a lot of these team fights, but also be able to have overwhelming team fight advantage. So if they do lose the Lifestealer to a Doom, and there goes a lot of that damage, then they'll be able to make up for it in the rest of the 4 allies and the team fight that they provide. So Enigma, smart choice, but also going to be able to provide a jungle slash, maybe, were you going to see an Enigma going up against the OD by trying to deny? I don't think that's going to work out. What does that really leave for them, though?
It kind of leaves... Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you just bat mid, Enigma jungle, clock off lane, and safe lane with a Lifestealer and a Rubik. And they could even switch it up by having always want to fly mid or clock mid. I mean, well, it will be bat mid actually. Scan'll pick that one up. So that's their lineup for them. And of course, once again, StarSeries Season 7, Day 24, Game 5. There we go. And I have to actually check if there is going to be a remake or not. And also if you want to check your Skype. And yeah, no remake for now. So that's going to be a good one. No remake, phew. So that means that we have got Power Rangers on the Radiant side. They will have ZXC taking on the OD. J4 will be on the Nyx Assassin Moon, taking on the Weaver with FNG on the Visage. And Cheshire Cat will take on the Doom. And I really like this. I think that Cheshire Cat's one of the players of Power Rangers that is really able to make things happen. And I think Doom is a hero, like he can do that on. And of course we've seen Moonweaver before, and he is just a monster on that one. So I think that Power Rangers is going to be pretty happy with their draft. And in terms of Empire, I will leave those in your capable hands. And I will copy paste what you said to the person in question.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Empire?
Yes.
So we got Scandal and Batrider, Mag, Clockwork, Always Want to Fly on the Enigma, Band Score on the Rubik, and Silent on the Lifestealer. And I'll just never mind. Either way, this is see that they don't have a traditional counter to the OD, but what Batrider can do here is he's going to have a hard time because he's an intelligence hero. There goes a lot of his damage, but he can still spam out a couple of sticky napalms and be able to get himself, because the extra damage, pick up a little CS off of that. But also the fact that he's going to be able to pop stacks if he wants to. If Always Want to Fly is focusing on his jungle, but also maybe stacks a hard camp or two for later on. Scandal can pick up a little bit of the farm that he was missing out on from that. But either way, it's going to be an interesting matchup all around. And it looks like they're going to be 5-manning down into the enemy jungle. See if they can get some, maybe warding the pull. Yep. But I don't think they're going to be going aggressive in any way.
Well, they have got a pretty good early game fighting potential if they want to, if they catch someone out. But I think I agree with you. Just warding, getting control of the jungle, making sure they know what's going on, make sure they maybe know who is where, and perhaps Vanscore can find someone who's by himself, because it would be 4 versus 5, 3 versus 5 rather. But it looks like Power Rangers is gonna be just fine, just safe. No Doom, no Visage, no OD caught out of position. War is being placed. Nice location for this ward. This ward, actually, which is a pretty cool ward. Look at this! Oh, the patch! Oh, it's
he just bought it.
Oh God, I need one of those.
Calm down, Shiver. Calm down.
Oh, there's a. Can we have the GLaDOS announcer?
I
never ever changed announcers during a game, during a competitive game, during a cast. But I really want to right now. I'm so tempted.
Do it.
I did it.
I'm doing it.
I did it. I did it. Sorry, people that haven't played Portal, but you should. And hereby you're gonna get educated.
I'm not sure if I like the HUD. It's interesting though.
Oh, the HUD? Is there a HUD?
Yeah, there's a HUD too.
There's a HUD. Oh, look at that HUD. Those look like they're sitting in portals. Well, let's see where is who, because we already know who's playing what, but we don't really know yet how exactly the lanes are distributed, even though it looks like on the part of Empire we were indeed correct. Mag on the off lane, on the Clockwork, Scandal mid, on his Batrider, and then indeed a safe lane for Silent, with the Rubik helping him out if need be, and otherwise, of course, Always Want to Fly can come out to help if need be. He's playing the Enigma, and they're actually going to try to gank up Moon, perhaps Moon, who's soloing off lane. I say soloing, actually telekinesis. Perhaps they can do something more. Do they have? They have got an extra sentry ward. They don't have an open Moonstone. Moon just taking harassment, not too worried yet. And Silent, no open wounds for him, otherwise that might have been a kill.
Yeah, this should be a pretty good lane for Mag, because he's able to burn a lot of the mana away from Cheshire Cat with Cogs, very, very harassive versus melee heroes, and also be able to later on use Battery Assault very aggressively to kind of kick Doom out of lane. It's really smart though. Cheshire Cat actually stealing the mana burn creep, so he's actually taking away a lot of Mag's offensive capabilities, and then the Visage being able to come in eventually with that Soul Assumption. Mag has to play careful, but it should still be a good lane for him all around. He's going to pick up a lot of experience and even some pretty decent CS.
Yeah, which is something that you can say from Scandal, who's having some issues here mid. He is 5-4 with 6-4 for the OD, and even though that's fairly even, he is having some issues here dealing with the harassment coming out from Cheshire Cat, who in return has some issues with that turn rate, because if he wants to go for an Astral Imprisonment up on Scandal, he actually has to actually turn back slightly to be able to be in a good location again to not get caught out. Wait a second, Lifestealer might be in some trouble here. Open wounds up on J4. J4 is actually in more trouble. There he goes. He dies. Silent able to get himself out. Moon, same story for him, but 1 kill going the way of Empire with Always Want to Fly helping him out a bit, and the Nyx Assassin who was helping out Moon ended up not helping Moon at all, actually. I mean, they have to dual lanes.
Yeah, rather.
Normally it works, but this time not, sorry.
Weaver should be pretty fine. He needs to set pretty far back. I mean, you've got the stuns coming out from Enigma. In fact, looks like they're going to try and put a little pressure. Always Want to Fly, though. He shouldn't really want to do this unless they get the kill on Moon. Possibly. Shuguchi's going to fall soon, but not soon enough.
And Silent actually taking a lot of harassment still there. That impale J4. Timing is of the essence. I haven't heard GLaDOS at all yet, have you?
No, I haven't. I don't know. Like, we had First Blood and she didn't say anything, so maybe there's a glitch with switching announcers or something.
Maybe that's part of the thing. You know? Oh, well, never mind.
I don't know. Either way, always want to fly when you don't get a kill. Like, Enigma is one of the biggest thing about his jungle is it's very, very mana dependent. So running into a lane and not getting a kill while using Malphite is actually really bad for you. But either way, he's picked up his soul ring, so after Scandal gets his bottle, he's gonna go ahead and grab that one. I want to check out Batrider CS though. He's actually doing pretty well, 12-4 against 18-10 on the OD. But again, the easiest part against an OD is always the early game. When the Imprisoned is not able to keep you out of the lane for too long, and it doesn't steal a whole lot of intelligence. So he's using his mana aggressively, but once ZXC turns to level 5, in fact, he just hit it. Wow, he's actually out of mana. That's really unfortunate, because that's just being unlucky due to Essence Aura procs, is what that is.
Yeah, he has got no Tranquils, nor does he have a Buckler to help him get his mana up with help of those items, but he just gonna has to hope that the next time is gonna be indeed a proc, because otherwise, well, never mind. Otherwise, he has himself a Buckler. That will help out, and then he can aim for that one to proc. In the meantime, Moon is getting some more farm here on the top lane. He's actually sitting on 19-4, while Silent is sitting on 12-1. So even though Silent was able to catch the first blood, he is not able to farm as freely. Dive, Mag, you're dead. Cheshire Cat just needs one more hit. Can he get it done? Mag, eating tangos! Perfect trees. Perfectly done. And Cheshire Cat will eat a creep out of frustration and be forced back. By the way, Cheshire Cat's doing really well on the farm. He's 26-7. He's got mana boots. And I mean, that purge that he has, or mana burn rather, it's only 50 mana. So indeed, you're right. He's able to harass Mag a lot with there. But he didn't get a kill, which is of course the most important thing. Oh, there she was.
For you fans of towers out there.
Sorry.
That gasp. That gasp. Well, Mag really needs to, right now, get offensive with his cogs. He needs to burn the last bit of mana away from Doom before the mana burn takes away all of his. So, him coming back in the lane, maybe he can do that. At the very least, if they negate both of their manas, that's the advantage of Mag, because he's then able to farm a little bit more peace of mind, because they won't have the Doom or any of the nukes coming out from him. So he's actually going to do a little bit of blocking right now. He's going to do that whole deal. Messes it up a little bit. Only gets 2 of the melee creeps, but that's alright.
Every little bit matters, and hopefully
Middle.
for him...
Scandal.
Can he actually get a kill here? J4 coming in to help out. In comes the Sanity's Clip, but Scandal is still flying, and the mana burn doesn't do enough. Scandal lives. Barely, but living nonetheless. Buys himself a TP score. Will be wanting to get back in mid lane real fast. Of course, there was another rotation of J4, who has, by the way, decided to be on the bottom lane, apparently. Level 3 still, didn't get that much on the top lane. Moon will have a big creep wave incoming that will probably put him at level 6. But he has to be careful, because in comes the hate train. Telekinesis is already there, as well as the black hole. Well, Moon, you're so gone. Well, that was the mighty amount of experience coming in for him, but in the end, it's just him dying and his tower taking quite a beating here, even though I don't think it will go down unless someone moves forward to try and stop the push from happening. Sorry, I find it very difficult to talk through GLaDOS. I mean, well trained.
Shiver, I'll be honest, I'm going to have a really hard time listening to you when GLaDOS is talking.
See? Told you so.
But no, that was a really smart play top. Empire, it's always worth it to use a black hole in the beginning of the game to get a kill, even if it's just a support or something like that. So getting the kill on the Weaver, really well done. You're not going to have any big team fights going on this early on anyway, so it's best to just use it. Always worth it for a kill.
Ooh,
but either way, though, Power Rangers still holding on to a very, very small gold lead. Slight experience lead, though, for Empire.
Yeah, they got the more kills. We do, however, have Vanscore sitting at level 6, and actually with the Sakushi comes in Cheshire Cat. Oh, Vanscore, you might have just been overextending your boundaries right there. Tries to Sakushi himself away, and that will be successful. No Doom coming out from Cheshire Cat, which I actually thought he might be going for, but perhaps he wants to save it for higher priority targets. He did leave his lane, leaves the bottom lane to be farmed up by J4, which I find real smart, because I just already said that Vanscore is level 6. while on the side of, like, everybody's level 6 and higher on the side of Empire, while on the side of Power Rangers, they still have J4 at level 4, they still have Visage at level 4, and they really need those two to have level 6, because they have so important level 6. The Vendetta, the Familiars, you just need to have them, so even though Mac will have an easier time farming here, it's worth getting J4 that experience.
Yeah, Max should probably start rotating out pretty soon, especially once he hits level 7. He's got that maxed out battery assault. That's really about the point in time where you need to start moving around the map a little bit more. Maybe put some pressure on the Weaver. Get another kill on that. But either way, Clockwork needs to start rotating out every single time his ultimate is off cooldown. Or maybe get a kill in middle. Rubik's going to lead with Shikuchi and going to follow up with the telekinesis, and that should be a nice, easy kill for them to pick up.
Yeah, ZXC gonna get a lasso though, and he is gonna be in some trouble. 4 stacks of sticky napalm. In comes the Doom. Sanity's Eclipse will clear out the OD. Always wanna fly, tries to run for it, and he actually might be going down. Nobody around here to deny him. Scandal looks for a pickoff, finds himself Cheshire Cat, and that's gonna be 2 dead on the side of Power Ranger. Actually, well, he lives through it. The hell. That's Empire not losing a single hero on the map, while J4 went down on the bottom lane, and 2 heroes mid went down who tried to go for a fairly easy gank up on 1 hero, but in comes the lasso. And Sanity's Eclipse not doing enough, and then down goes Power Rangers. They have now, lost quite a bit of their lead that they had. They are now 1k gold behind, 3k experience behind. Not the kind of rotation that you want to make as a Doom. You want to make your first Doom successful, but no can do.
Yeah, and either way, even if the Doom was able to finish off Enigma, he was actually setting up his Eidolons to be able to deny himself. So, either way, Doom was not going to get that kill. So, really unfortunate play there for Doom. He's actually very far behind because of it. Mech is going to be up soon on the OD, though, and Weaver's been able to pick up a little bit.
Same story as before. Telekinesis from the Rubik. Cogs are there for Mac. Battery assault. Easy pickings. And still J4 not level 6 just yet.
Yep, great pickoff. Really making sure that Nyx Assassin, even once he does hit level 6, it might be too late for him to just solo kill anybody. His nukes might be not high enough a level fast enough. Either way, though, maybe a little bit of miscommunication, or maybe we're going to see Doom build straight into a pipe. Not the normal pickup that we see on Doom, but he's already got the headdress, and OD already has the mech pretty much. Just another 200 gold for that.
Yeah, it's
interesting though. I guess they're going to focus a lot on team fight and grouping up together.
Great teamwork, you vicious thugs.
Weaver goes down in the top lane. Silent. 3 kills now for him. I mean, this Lifestealer is doing very well for himself. And Moon, not the dominating Weaver that we normally see from him. He's been picked off quite a few times. In comes the last 2 in the mid lanes. ZXC is going to be the target. Puts himself under the Astral Imprisonment. Let's see if his Cavalry comes in time, but I don't think so. That's going to be another kill. 4 stacks of Sticky Napalm. No way he's going to get out from that one. And J4 and FNG not able to help him. Both still not level 6. Actually, Nyx Assassin level 6. Can he actually get something going top? Perhaps he can. Not quite sure though. Lifestealer is a pretty scary target to take. He's level 9 right now. And Moon level 7, level 6 Nyx Assassin. I don't think they can do it. Unless everything goes their way.
Yeah. Empire has taken a very early lead, but that's not really a big surprise. We do have, this is a tri-core setup from Power Rangers versus more of a one carry, hard carry Lifestealer with 4 really good teamfight heroes. They're also all really good at early games. So even though they might be taking an early lead, this is to be expected. Power Rangers is supposed to be behind at this point in time. Nyx Assassin and Visage cannot possibly provide the same amount of early game power that the 4 heroes on Empire can. So they're going to be focused on split pushing, trying to delay as Empire as much as possible. What team fights they do get into, they want to be able to go into with an advantage. Some sort of pick-off. Vance Core. Again, going top. Got the telekinesis.
Yeah, that should be a kill. There we go. In comes a Vendetta as well, though. Always want to fly. Getting doomed up, and this time I don't think he can deny himself. There you go. Cheshire Cat with the first kill of the game for Power Rangers. Vance Core Shikushi's himself away. Silent will be safe as well. Favorable trade for Empire once more. And by the way, Scandal has got enough gold for Blink Dagger, has picked it up as well. And he was able to get a lot of extra gold in that jungle. Silent might still be the target here. Getting slowed. He still has a rage. He still has 7 stick charges as well as an armlet. So he's in no chance of dying. But they will take the tower, which is the first tower of the game. And that's definitely needed for Power Rangers. They need some extra gold because they're not getting it anywhere else. They're not winning their lane. So tower gold is their way of getting ahead. Even though Scandal with an infested Lifestealer might just try to make them pay. In comes the infest out. Looking for the target. Finds himself the Visage. Silent getting already another kill. Scandal looking for another target. In comes the Impale though, and he actually might be dying here. One more hit, there we go. Cheshire Cat, second kill of Power Rangers under his belt. And now Power Rangers back themselves up. A 1-for-1 trade that actually favors Power Rangers. The first trade that favors Power Rangers. As Vanscore has to be careful here because Vendetta up again on J4. Looks for a target. Doesn't find it just yet. Familiar's getting picked up. Silent, 200 extra gold. And wow, GLaDOS talks a lot.
Yes, she does. 2 familiars down and a tower. Vendetta on cooldown now. This is all turning out really, really bad for Power Rangers so far. Empire's doing a really good job making sure they don't have too many pickoffs or anything like that, because with the Nyx Assassin and the Doom, they've got a lot of single target that could potentially pick off a lot of these heroes. But the biggest player, I think, so far is Vanscore. Vanscore being able to pick up that early Shikuchi. He has been moving around the map, playing very, very aggressively with it, and it's working out beautifully. Being able to initiate on top of a hero from Invis, it's so difficult to be able to deal with that. And there's quite a few times that he has been able to survive because of Shikuchi. He hasn't died at all, gotten 6 assists on the board already. He's been a huge player for Empire so far.
Yeah, he's doing amazingly well. He's level 8.5. At least also J4 is getting some levels. I mean, he's level 8 as well. Visage, though, still level 6, still quite far behind. Although he has got the 2 assists on the kills that have happened for his team. And actually, they want to try and fight Vendetta, already used for the Nyx Assassin. Looking for a way in. Although, right now, I mean, with level 1 Vendetta, I don't think he can find anybody anymore. Everybody backs off so fast. Bedrite is still able to pick off Cheshire Cat in the top lane. Last 2 used. Not used for that actually, just open wounds. Doom goes down, not even using Doom for it, and now Lifestealer Infest, they want to go bottom, they want to fight bottom. With the blink, with the last 2, smoke goes up, Vanscore the only one that's in vision, or at least not smoked up rather, and they're gonna try to find the pickings, try to go for ZXC, last 2 is already there, do they have enough damage before he can put himself under? No they don't! In the meantime, there goes down the Visage, Mag able to hookshot up on him, Mechanism gets popped, but it doesn't matter, down goes the OD, Clockwork still dying, Black Hole holds on Moon, no time left for him. That's 4 dead on the side of Power Rangers. Total, of course, with Cheshire Cat going down to the top lane earlier. And only Mag given up as sacrifice for Empire. Once again, they're getting the better end of the stick. And they'll take a tier 1 tower for it, which is the last one standing on the side of Power Rangers.
That was a beautiful rotation by Empire there. The kill on top with them being able to get the tower and take down the Doom, immediately smoking up, infesting, and teleporting bottom because they knew they would have an advantage with Doom down. They hadn't blown anything serious, so might as well go in and force a team fight, completely wiping Power Rangers. Really well done. They're going to take a huge gold lead. I wouldn't be surprised if Power Rangers is going to be able to end this and force out Power Rangers to call GG about 25 minutes. If they continue on this trend, as long as they don't make any mistakes, they're looking really, really good from that last team fight.
Yeah, Cheshire Cat gets caught out in the jungle. Can't really afford to use his Doom. Perhaps he still does, though. He's able to get a kill with it. Now he can afford it, definitely. Never mind that. Last 2 in the meantime holds on J4. Empire realizing that they might just not want to chase that Doom because it might be too much. Time lapse away from Moon. Nyx Assassin buys back. Can they get something more? Will Empire actually back off there with all 4 here? Astral Imprisonment will hold on to the Enigma, and Mag, good guy Mag, allowing Empire always on a fly to get himself out with those cogs helping out. Safe exit for the rest. They did get J4 and a buyback out of him and lost Vanscore. Trade favorable for Power Rangers, even despite the buyback. I think getting Vanscore for the first time this game is actually pretty good because Vanscore was doing really good in this game. But still, they have a buyback for the Nyx Assassin. There's a lot of gold.
They now have Blink Dagger on the Enigma, so that's going to be really important. They're already going really, really aggressive, so there's no reason to go BKB up on Always Want to Fly. So now he's got the potential to hit even better black holes. J4 Looking to mag in middle, but he doesn't have enough damage here.
No, and
the rest of Empire's right behind him.
yeah, and in comes a double impale. That's gonna be an impale, of course, stolen by Vanscore. J4 already goes down. ZXC getting chased down. Scandal does have another blink dagger, but 7 seconds away from now only. And another impale comes from Vanscore. ZXC. That's gonna be J4 setting him up for death.
Wow. Really unfortunate set of events. Empire's going to be able to take a tier 2 off of that. No, they're going to back up and do Roshan, looks like. They don't want to I mean, I think they could do both, honestly. They could have taken that tier 2, and even though Power Rangers would have been up for it, I still feel that they could have taken Roshan, and Power Rangers really wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. They can't really force another fight, because if they lose a Roshan fight and Empire picks up the Aegis, they could just go straight to Rax with that much of an advantage. So, but Empire playing it safe. We've seen this before. Empire has really been with their new lineup, they've been playing much more conservatively. While they pick up early leads a lot in some of their games through good rotations, they haven't been throwing them away like we used to see the old Empire getting overly aggressive or anything like that. So this is them playing passive, silent. My goodness, almost died to Roshan there.
One extra bash could have done it, but he gets the Aegis, gets 2,500 gold, by the way. And indeed, Empire is just looking a lot more stable than they have in the past. And with Always Wanna Fly, of course, added to their roster, I think they're looking good for the next 6 months. See how they do, see how they grow together, of course, which is the biggest question. As I'm normally expecting another set of team changes to happen in about 6 months from now. Of course, the team changes that would be setting up for TI4 teams. See if that's going to be the case, of course. So far, they're looking okay, they're looking strong. Cheshire Cat, still not making anything with his headdress, picked up drums. Mana Boost has got 2,100 gold, so we'll see what he ends up going for here. If he still wants a half a pipe, or if he wants to go for something maybe a bit more aggressive. Blink Dagger, more aggressive indeed. And Blink Dagger for Doom, in a game where he's already behind. I feel like this might just be the wrong pickup for him. Not quite sure if he can be as aggressive with it as he wants to. In the meantime, talking about aggressive, that's gonna be Moon dead. Infest out. No, not even. Just a blink lasso into the hands of the Lifestealer who denies the tower. OD goes down in the mid lane. Enigma picking him up. Still having the black hole, Blink Dagger, Enigma ready for the next fight, as there's 4 heroes of Empire now in the mid lane. Slow, blink forward, Doom up on Vanscore, he wants to take him down, Soul Subject comes in as well, that should be enough. One more hit will do the job, not even needed. Cheshire Cat gets a hit, gets a Malefice in the face though, and is trying to get himself away from harm's way, but I don't think he can. Mag with the Predatory Assault, that's gonna be an extra kill going the way of Empire. And now Always Wanna Fly might be in some trouble, in comes a black hole though. Countered straight away, Soul Assumption, Always Wanna Fly, lives through it, and the supports die instead. J as well as FNG drop, and only Moon is left alive to try and defend the honor of the tier 2 tower, which he's not gonna try and defend because there's no way he can. And they still have an Aegis, they didn't even use that in the previous fight.
Yeah, they don't even kill the Enigma, so Power Rangers definitely has a lot of problems. It's 5-22 right now, over about 12,000 gold lead, 15,000 experience. They're going to take a tier 2 tower here. There's nothing really that Power Rangers can do to stop this. They do have late game, but no way that Empire's going to let that go late. They're going to be able to push in within the next 5, maybe 10 minutes if they're really going to focus on farming a lot, but I really foresee them just pushing in sometime soon, finishing out the rest of the tier 2s maybe, but definitely trying to crack open the base before, or at least force a really good team fight before that Aegis goes down on Lifestealer.
Yeah, and I think if that is indeed a real good team fight, they can attempt to go high ground. They're looking pretty solid. As Always Wanna Fly might be the victim here of a gank. Here comes an Impale. Blink forward from Cheshire Cat. That's going to be Always Wanna Fly dead. That might delay the push slightly. Dominating streak by Always Wanna Fly given to Doom. So extra 500 gold for him. I mean, they need to get those pickups because otherwise, indeed, Empire is just going to walk up high ground and there's nothing that can stop them at that point. As apparently it was a stun from the centaur. Ooh, hook shot in. Gets himself FNG. Mag. He has got a force staff. Might be forced to use it. Pun intended. Indeed, forced to the low ground, still getting chased down, and all of a sudden Doom comes in. In comes a Flame Break, trying to help out, but doesn't hit on Cheshire Cat. Soul Assumption, not gonna do the job though. Armlet toggling from this clockwork copied build from Bone 7. Telekinesis FNG might be in some trouble. There's going to be a steal off the Grave Chill, actually. Not quite sure if that's going to be enough. Does help him with some extra speed to get himself away, which is enough to actually get him away from the... both die. I was going to say from the Visage, but then he came back in. He comes to Doom up on Mag. Mag has got no way of denying himself, got no way to arm the toggle one. Will end up going down. OD still ends up going down as well, though. Chicandle's still in this. Wants to go for J4. Silent gets a hit, and that's gonna be Moon dead as well, and Doom the only one left alive. You were talking about a team fight that they wanted to have. I don't think this is the one that they wanted, but it's the one that got thrown in their faces, and I mean, why not take it? Right? They got it. They won the game. The team fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Power Rangers was looking for a pickoff. What Vanscorp was talking about, he stole War Stomp. That was the last spell that technically Doom had stolen, had used. And so when he stole a spell from Doom, he stole War Stomp.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's a 2-second. I mean, it's a melee stun, which is unfortunate, but it's still a 2-second stun, which is pretty good. We're gonna see BKB soon up on Enigma. He's already got 2,000 gold to start working towards that, and once he has it, there's nothing that can stop him from being able to get off that full black hole.
Wow, Silent having a Lincoln's. I mean, he has of course got the BKB built in, but he just want to have the Lincolns to not getting impaled and of course not get doomed or has to imprisoned. Mostly doomed though. Does force a Doom out on Clockwork, I think, more often than not, or maybe always want to fly. Who even with the BKB will of course still get doomed, and therefore not going to be able to throw out his black hole. But we'll see how effective Cheshire Cat is to get that in, as he has been dying quite a bit. I mean, it's 8 to 26 at this point. We have 14k gold in favor of Empire, 16k experience in favor of Empire, and of course, that's mostly going to be seen in a level 16 Bat Rider and Lifestealer. And highest level up on Power Rangers is level 14 on Cheshire Cat, and he's the only one there. And there's even an Enigma that's still higher than him, and the second highest for Power Rangers is level 12, so there's a big difference in levels. And most importantly, it's the Visage still sitting at level 10, so no level 2 familiars just yet.
Yeah, all of Empire sitting in the Radiant jungle, and the Radiant knows it. Fortunately, they can't do anything about it, and they're just going to lose a tier 2. Can't mount they just can't mount a defense. Even with the Aegis down, it's too risky. They just need to continue to farm up. All of their heroes need a little bit more farm. Weaver still does not have, well, actually, he's about to pick up BKB. Just needs one creep for that. Finish off some of their items. Doom needs an AC pretty badly. I mean, they just need really good defensive items. Even the OD probably is going to need to pick up BKB as well.
Talking about BKB, Scandal just put his one in working and is able to pick up 2 kills with it. J4 and Moon drop like it's nothing. Silent, of course, once again helping out. It was an infested Lifestealer inside the Bat Rider, and Tier 2 tower goes down bottom. Empire is controlling all corners of the map right now, and it is very tough for Power Rangers to still get something done. They need to find those pickups to stop Empire from being aggressive. But even if they are able to delay this game and go very late, they'll still have the issue of not having the massive team fight that Empire has. And of course, in terms of course, Power Rangers is actually ahead of Empire. I mean, talking about, of course, Doom and Weaver up against one Lifestealer. But if you have a Bat Rider, one of those scores is going to get picked up very easily. And of course, the Black Hole, making sure that Moon can't really use his time-lapse. It's not easier in the late game than it is right now for Power Rangers, I fear. But maybe they can get some more core items up if this game lasts longer. They do now have a BKB ready for the Weaver. Weaver, by the way, sitting on 170. That's Moon for you. Normally, he is a Weaver that's way more scary than this one, I have to say. It's probably the least farmed Weaver I've seen from Moon thus far. Scano actually gonna fly, looking for finding some pickoffs. And fly towards Moon, perhaps he can find him. ZXC gonna be a good target as well. Oh wow, Cheshire Cat! He actually blinked towards Scandal. Well, that's a pickup he gladly takes. No more Doom, he says. That's gonna be a nice one to take. Astral Imprisonment, hold him safe. Perhaps he can still do the Doom for staffing out. Can they still take him down? Actually, yes they can. One impale was all it took. Weaver time-lapses himself up to the high ground. That's a mechanism charge for Empire, and they can just start all over. No, they can't. Buyback for Moon. Sorry, buyback for Doom. That's gonna be the one thing that he needs. In comes a hookshot though, sunning up on Cheshire Cat as well. The Doom already up, but always wanna fly. Still casting his black hole, but it's not enough. Nyx Assassin will still drop, but at least he was able to counter always one of Fi's black hole, who now goes down to ZX. He was trying to find some more targets to attack, but has to run because Silent, he doesn't care about having a Doom on him. He just continues attacking. Now slows down FNG for later as the OD gets taken down first. Now FNG's turn, and he cannot run, he cannot hide. Beyond godlike, Silent getting himself another kill added to the board. He hasn't died a single time this game. He is 10-0 to 11. And they are now trying to chase down some people that are looking for sanctuary outside of their base. Moon forced away from his base, and I mean, actually, it helps because Empire is not pushing up the high ground. They're not going for the tier 3, even though I think they could have. They're backing off.
Yeah, maybe they could have put down a little bit of damage, but in the end, they decided, again, play it safe, and they're going to back up, farm up some more. They've still got another 4,700 gold on the Life Stealer. Batrider can start building into Veil Discord, Mask of Madness, Yules, all viable items for a Batrider. I personally like Mask of Madness just because it's hilarious to watch. Boots of Travel is actually to pick up because he has regular boots.
Ah,
so
there you go. Yeah, we've got ourselves also a Basher, I believe, up on the Lifestealer, which I just saw picked up. Yep, there we go. So, Silent, he is going to be even more scary than he already was. Cheshire can't really do anything against it. I mean, he was just forced to buy back and therefore delaying his farm and delaying his next item, which he kind of needs, because I was just talking about what Power Rangers could wait for if they drag the game out. Well, I would say 2 cores versus 1, but Cheshire Cat's not going to be of any help in doing damage if he doesn't get his items up, of course. Moon, in the meantime, he's been shut down heavily as well. He actually improved his score from 170 to 171. Amazing, but he is still needing a lot more. He's got his BKB, he's got his defensive item, but he needs to get damage. Right now, nobody on Power Rangers actually does the damage apart from OD. But even he is not really doing that well because he needs to be higher level and higher farm, higher intellect than everybody else. And the only intellect item that he has is perhaps Treads if he switches to Intreads. That's it. He is sitting on very low intellect.
yeah.
Only 67,
Enigma's actually
or 76 rather. Oh, Blink.
I wonder if
Moon,
that's
dead. Lincoln's already popped for the Doom. That's gonna be no Doom this fight. Scandal, can he find a new target? J4 taking some damage from standing in the flames. In comes the hookshot, actually Mac hookshotting up on his teammates. And in the end, they might try to find Cheshire Cat right now, but everything already ended. It looks like the drag out was a bit too long. Cheshire Cat will still go down. Maybe FNG as well. Yep, there he goes. Tries to get himself out. Won't be able to. Mechanism gets put up for Empire. Nice sanity to Clips, but as said, not enough intellect for ZXC to actually do something important here. And he gets picked off. J4. Last one alive, but not for long. Game was good. GG call. Team wipe. Empire living. All 5 of them. And Power Rangers just dominating this game all the way through, down to 25k gold in favor, 27k experience in favor. And that is going to be Empire looking pretty strong here.
Yeah, well played by Empire. Looking very, very strong. Power Rangers, knowing that they were on the edge, just decided to 5-man, see if they could force some sort of good team fight on the enemy side of the map, and maybe that could turn around the game. But once they lost that team fight, they knew it was all over. So nice early GG call from them.
Indeed, and we are going to, of course, jump ourselves to the next game as we're still behind schedule. We're going to jump ourselves to a game between Navi and Rattlesnake International, and for that we're actually going to switch co-casters as Capitalist agreed that he is going to be switching for one game with 1437, who really, really desperately wanted to co-cast, apparently. So we're going to have him for the next game, so stick with us. We'll be right back with another game of Dota 2 Starletter StarSeries Season 7, Day 24. This was Game 4. We're going to jump ourselves to Game 5 of 6. We'll be right back.